This is an episode you can play in school. Welcome back to Still Haven't Named the Show, where I take a look at old text that might be a little hard for the modern reader and listener to understand and explain it, shed a little light, make it easier to grasp. Today is Shylock's speech from The Merchant of Venice. Now, there are two famous Shylock speeches, You Call Me Misbeliever and Hath Not a Jew Eyes. Today we're looking at the second one. Now before we get into line one, you need to know a little bit about what's happening in the story up until this point. Shylock, the speaker, is a Jewish merchant living in Venice. Now, for clarification, at this time in Venice, Jews are not seen as people. They're second-rate, second-hand, second-class citizens. They are looked down upon by the mostly Christian population. Now, the main character of the play is a Christian who has taken a loan from Shylock, and like most debtors, especially nowadays, he has failed to pay, and Shylock has demanded, if you do not pay this debt in full, I will take a pound of flesh from you. Now, enter this speech. Two other Christians are speaking to Shylock, and they ask him, what would a pound of flesh do? Surely you're not actually going to take a pound of flesh from this man. I mean, what good would that serve? To which Shylock responds, to bait fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. Now, to bait fish withal, he's basically saying that the flesh that I get is practically fish food. It's not worth anything, I know, but it won't feed anything. It won't give me back what I'm owed, but it will feed my revenge. Now, why does Shylock want revenge? Well, because he hath disgraced me and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, heated mine enemies, and what is his reason? I am a Jew. So Shylock says that this Christian man has disgraced him and hindered him 500,000. The 500,000 is hyperbole. It's like saying, oh man, he's stopped me 100 times or 1,000,000 times from doing something. Not actually 1,000,000, he's hindered me 500,000. But what else has this man done? He has laughed at my losses and mocked at my gains. Any time that I was made to lose something, he laughed at my misfortune. Any time that I prospered and gained something, he made fun of it and belittled the achievement. He has scorned my nation. He has talked badly about my nation and my people. Remember, Shylock is Jewish. Thwarted my bargains. He has stopped my endeavors. When I go to do something, I have made bargains, I have endeavors, I have things that I have tried to do, and he has gotten in the way of them. He has thwarted me. He has cooled my friends. He has given my friends less reason to be my friends, and heated mine enemies, given my enemies more reason to be my enemies. And why has he done all this? What is his reason? He must really hate me. No, it's because I'm a Jew. That's it. So Shylock then asks the question, hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands? Organs, dimensions, senses, affections, passions? Let's stop here. So what do each of these mean? Hath not a Jew eyes? He's saying, don't Jews have eyes? Hath not a Jew hands? Don't Jews have hands? Organs? Dimensions? Dimensions meaning existence. I'm here, I'm able to do what I'm doing right now because I'm stupid and because I have dimensions. Affections, passions, do Jews not feel for things? Do Jews not have affections and likings for things? Do we not have passions? Do we not have things that we are willing to stand up, fight, die, and live for? Shylock then goes on to say, fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is? Now this part is fairly easy to understand because it sounds very much like how we talk today. He is simply asking, do we not eat the same food you eat? Are we not hurt by the same weapons? Don't we get sick the same way? Aren't we healed the same way? Doesn't the winter and summer cool and warm us in the same way? The next line is Shylock continuing this run of questions. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. So he is simply asking all of these things. We eat the same food. We're hurt by the same weapons. We get sick the same way you do. We bleed just like you do. We laugh when we're tickled just like you do. We are killed by poison, and if we are wronged, we are to take revenge. He says, if we are like you in the rest, we shall resemble you in that. So if we do eat the same food, poison, all that stuff, if we're hurt by the same weapons, if summer and winter, warm and cool is the same way, if all those things are the same, then we too should take revenge, just like Christians. Next, Shylock starts using the Christian logic against them. He says, if a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be? By Christian example. Why? Revenge. So Shylock is appealing to their logic. He says, if a Jew wrong a Christian, if I, a Jew, wrong a Christian, what should my humility be? What should I have to suffer for it? I should suffer your revenge. That is the just way that things work. If I do you wrong, you revenge. So, if a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be? What should that Christian have to go through? Revenge. The Jew's revenge. By Christian example, that's how it works. If a Jew wrongs a Christian and he gets revenge taken upon him, then when a Christian wrongs a Jew, by Christian example, they should also take the revenge. This last line is my favorite, and it is Shylock just digging into these guys. The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction. So the villainy you teach me, the villainy, this revenge, the fact that revenge should be taken upon those that do wrong to you is villainy that you, Christians, have taught me. And you know what? I will execute it. I will do what you have taught me, and it shall go hard. It will be difficult. Probably because, Shylock's a nice guy. He's not a horrible, devilish merchant. He's a man trying to make an honest living who has been wronged. So it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction. You teach me how to be villainous, you teach me revenge, I will better what you teach me. I will show you what you have shown me tenfold. God, I love this speech. So, now that you understand what the lines mean and where in the story it fits, let's run the speech one time and see if you can follow along. So, somebody says to Shylock, if you forfeit, surely you won't take a pound of flesh. What good will that serve? Shylock responds, to bait fish withal. If it will feed nothing else, it will feed my revenge. He hath disgraced me, and hindered me 500,000, laughed at my losses, mocked at my gains, scorned my nation, thwarted my bargains, cooled my friends, heated mine enemies, and what is his reason? I am a Jew! Hath not a Jew eyes? Hath not a Jew hands? Organs, dimensions, senses, passions? Fed with the same food, hurt with the same weapons, subject to the same diseases, healed by the same means, warmed and cooled by the same winter and summer as a Christian is. If you prick us, do we not bleed? If you tickle us, do we not laugh? If you poison us, do we not die? And if you wrong us, shall we not revenge? If we are like you in the rest, we will resemble you in that. If a Jew wrong a Christian, what is his humility? Revenge. If a Christian wrong a Jew, what should his sufferance be? By Christian example. Why? Revenge. The villainy you teach me, I will execute, and it shall go hard, but I will better the instruction. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope it was informative and entertaining. I know that Merchant of Venice isn't a very popular show, but it needs to be out there. It needs to get the recognition that the Romeo and Juliets and the Hamlets get, because it's so good and so rich with wonderful speeches like this, and God, I just love it so much. Okay, sorry. Click around my face if you want to see more. I have poetry readings, more explanations, and a series called Speech Jam Poetry, which I really need to upload another video of. Please subscribe, like, comment. I love reading comments. Like, please comment on the videos. I love reading them. It's my favorite. Every time I get a notification saying that I have a comment, I get really giddy. This end card has gone on way too long. So, as always, I'll turn up top. Good night. Seriously, comment.